I'm going to check. Ah, yes, I've actually fact-checked this in the past. Zoun won an ESL Open Cup Asia. It was number 6.
There we go. One of the earliest ones. Man, back when they were on Sundays.
Yeah, and fun fact, that was also the last time he made it to a finals.
Oh, okay. A lot riding on him there. And speaking of a lot riding on him, here we are on Jagannatha LE. We're here in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. The red Protoss player we have representing Alpha X. I was going to try to come up with some hype thing, but Sushi very wisely decided not to put a gaming at the end of his clan there. Shout out to Sushi. We have the general. He is Zoun.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have a player who I just checked. He has not won an ESL Open Cup Asia before, but he has made it to the finals. It was ESL Open Cup Asia number 9 who he was able to achieve there. It's been quite some time for both these. Yeah. Regardless, both these players, they haven't been here in a very long time, or they haven't made it to the finals in a very long time. We have representing Team Envy, South Korean Protoss. He's blue. He is Creator.
They're both soaring right now. They're looking to make it and break it to that next tier up in terms of players, right? In terms of who you're looking at to be some of the top in Korea. But only one of them can make it there. It's just like Mario Kart.
There can be only one, and which one of these two will make it to that grand final? Maybe it's something about the beginning of the year as well. Like, they're able to harness their inner selves. Yeah,
they're using the horns of the ox.
They're using the horns right now. They're clashing with their horns, if you will, and we'll see which one of these two is going to come out on top. Again, it's a PvP so far. No proxy. It's crazy.
Oh wait, no, yeah, actually no. Creator is an ox. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I remember it, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You see, I don't know.
97.
There you go. 97. So, oh boy, we'll see if he can really, use that to his advantage here. So far, nothing too crazy. They're both kind of just being annoying towards each other.
Yeah, I mean, about what you expect in a PvP. But Zoun is going to be the first player to divert away from that. Going to be going for this Stargate. Whereas Creator going to go a little bit more safe here. Going to go for the sentries for some, I imagine, halukes.
Oh yeah, but, definitely. If you
emergency Guardian Shell is also useful.
Yeah, like Creator, he's being a little bit more greedy. Like, we see, like, his expansion is so much faster compared to his opponents, whereas Zoun is investing in that Stargate instead. So Creator will have these sentries for force fields to help defend, as well as that hallucination to get at least some scouting information.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you're looking at it right now, and Zoun does not really have a way to punish Creator for going for the earlier Nexus, but, it's all about how far he can snowball his army, how much supply he can really pull together and then go for an assault that, again, Creator, he's going to have to look out for, sending out the Phoenix now, or the Haluk Phoenix now, I should say.
Definitely, the Haluk is on the way. Meanwhile, he has to be on point with denying these adepts, because they could dive in, and if he wanted to, he could even try and focus on a sentry.
Didn't even need to waste the energy there on a force field.
Yeah, that was close. Meanwhile, the Haluk does dive in, and he does see the Stargate.
There we have it. Also sees the Twilight Council on top of that. Creator going for Twilight Council of his own, as well as the Fort, so really focusing on the gateway. And honestly, this feels like Creator has a counter to Zoun right now. Depending on what he gets from the Twilight Council, of course, but he's going to be ahead for quite a bit when it comes to his gateway units.
Oof, yeah, definitely. And something that's really scary is that Zoun, he went in with his Oracle, it's already almost dead. Like, he got a single probe kill.
And almost got killed in response. He is taking this seriously, though. He's not trying to go for any more kills. He's rather going to be using the Oracle for scouting for now, and I imagine throwing out some stasis wards to just in case Creator decides to get a little bit aggressive here.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Like, you need to find some value with these oracles, and like getting a juicy stasis ward here and there can definitely help pay for itself. As we see, you know, Zoun is forced to expand. Another Haluk does come out, so he does confirm that there are upgrades on the way on that Twilight Council. Does confirm the gateway count as well.
Yeah, he knows that Zoun isn't really going to be too dedicated to the Stargate for quite some time. He's going to be getting those ground units out, and that is exactly how Creator wants to fight. Already, his +1 weapons is about a quarter of the way done. And he's going to roll behind us. He's going to be getting the Warp Prism to just reinforce his own units, maybe get some Immortals out.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like, okay, so Zoun, his ground army is definitely going to be weaker. Like, where is he going to try and invest to try and get back into this? And we do see he has a much faster third base on the way. So in terms of the economy, if the game is able to elongate and progress a little bit longer, then Zoun can catch up and utilize that economic advantage.
Yeah, it's definitely on Creator here to scout that Zoun is going for that earlier Nexus and try to punish it, but as of right now, no idea that it even exists.
Yeah, he's only just now going in with the Haluk, and
oh, it may get denied. It does get denied, and I don't believe Creator saw that.
He did not.
Third base.
Yeah, he has no idea that that's a third base. He can, you know, make a guess. He can try and deduce that there is a third base there. Regardless, I do hope he does utilize that advantage, because +1 is about to finish up. +1 only just started for Zoun.
Yeah, Creator is looking to... Oh, maybe not. I was going to say looking to utilize his timing over here. He already invested in it, so may as well, right? But yeah, so far not really making any big postures.
Yeah.
It does confirm the third base finally.
Yeah, he does. Like, finally, a Haluk does manage to get there, so he is aware of it. So now that he can make the decision, like, okay, you got a faster base, am I gonna go and attack? Now it's too late, right? Like, he saw the shield batteries are going up, like, there are stasis wards. Like, Zoun, even though he has a weaker army, like, he has that defender's advantage.
So you know what Creator's gonna try to do right now? He's gonna try to get a 1-up on top of Zoun, get a quicker 4th base. And it's Zoun, he's gonna scout that and say, oh, I should get a quicker 5th base then. It's a never-ending base race. You think that a base race is when you try to kill as many bases as you can, but no. It's a race to get as many bases as you can throw down.
Exactly. Throw down a face down.
There we go. As Terran, lift up.
There you go. As Creator, he is, you know, posturing around with his Blink Stalkers. He has +2 on the way as well as charge. So instead of, like, you know, looking to expand a little bit more, like, he is investing in all this tech. So again, like, his ground army is still superior, but for how much longer? Because Zoun, like, he has been slowly catching up. His army supply of Zoun is actually a little bit higher, even if his upgrades aren't anywhere near as up to snuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a bit of a window here where Zoun and Creator are even on upgrades. He even has the Warp Prism here, so he can definitely put some pressure onto Creator, and it's not implausible that Creator just, you know, buckles under that.
Yeah, we shall see. As we do see Zoun, he does blink on forward. There are 2 Immortals and shield batteries with this army.
So many Stalkers for Creator taken out over there.
Oof, yeah.
7 of them in
Jesus.
total.
Oh my god.
That's not quite the defender's advantage that Creator wanted. This battery overcharge completely runs out. And Zoun, he is looking to absolutely punish this. +2, still a little ways off of Creator.
Yeah, still a ways off. The charges are getting on top of the majority of these Stalkers. The Disruptor is about to pop out. Oh god.
But I tell you what, like, that Haluk Darkon, funnily enough, pulled some aggro away. Just a little bit, but just a little bit was exactly what Creator needed. But maybe not quite enough. Zoun really showing why he's a PvP master.
Exactly. Immediately blinks on top of that Disruptor. The shot went off, but it didn't manage to go off on the army. It was denied. Another Disruptor.
Oh, this time Zoun cannot blink on top of it, but you know what? He can blink away from it.
Oh my god, and just like that, so far Creator has been barely able to hold on. The shield batteries are out of energy. Another shot could go off, but it gets pounced upon. And
there we go, another battery overcharge being utilized, but a little bit far back. Zoun, once he sees that, immediately retreats. Creator does have +2 against Zoun's +1, but he does not have an army to use it.
Oh, he does not, but the War Prism!
Oh, that's going to be the end of Zoun's assault over here. And he did not get a third base behind, fourth base rather behind us, did not really drone up. So Creator, once he's able to deflect this, actually in a pretty good position. Look at the army supply difference. Look at the worker supply difference.
Exactly.
Look at the fact that Creator has disruptors.
Creator has the higher tech. He has +2 already. He holds on. He expands behind this and takes a fourth base. To be fair, so does Zoun. And as you were saying, like Creator, he was able to defend with flying colors. Zoun never got into his mineral lines. Like he only lost army units essentially. So yeah, Creator, like an impeccable defense there.
Dios mio. That was so shaky there for quite a while.
Yeah.
Creator really in the middle of the storm mode there. His disruptors getting blinked right on top of. His immortals taken out early in the fights. His battery overcharges not really getting, not really doing much, but in the end, just take out the War Prism, take out Zoun's means of sustaining that assault. And that was apparently all he needed. Now he's looking to go for a counterattack. Still has the upgrade advantage. Still has a couple of disruptors, but they are a little far back.
Yeah, they are taking a little bit. They are lagging behind. There is no War Prism here to reinforce.
And that is exactly why the disruptors immediately take out both of those Archons. Beautiful hits coming out. The most efficient use of those disruptors I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it was so smart, especially like he realized that, okay, I'm not going to go for the stalkers. They can just blink away. I'm going to go for the stationary units immediately. Both Archons sniped. And
those are very gas intensive units there. Zoun even pulling his Warp Prism back. Not utilizing it to try to counter harass.
I was expecting him to try and like attack at the same time, but he was distracted. Like his entire attention was on that defense, and now as a result, finally utilizing that War Prism, and it looks like the armies are going to kind of miss each other.
Well, here comes a more traditional base race. Both of these players do have recall available to them. It's all about whether they have the energy on the Nexus base.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least like both players are going to lose their fourth bases. The problem is that Zoun, he has the War Prism, so he can reinforce across the map. Creator, like this is all he has here.
It is all he has here, but all he has includes these disruptors, trying to take out as many probes as he can with them here. Make use of his supply. He is getting more and more disruptors back at home.
Ooh, and I love this. So Zoun's actually splitting up his army. You know, he has his zealots to deal with the third base. His stalkers are going to be headed towards the natural, but ooh, there are a couple of disruptors here defensively.
Yeah, right in the high ground here. Gonna be waiting for Zoun to pop his blink just like so. And yeah, Creator is gonna be able to move up into the main base with a lot less resistance than Zoun, but again, Zoun is the one who has a easy way to reinforce. He is recalling just about everything over here. Well, at least all of his stalkers, at least.
But how can he engage?
I feel like it's going to be enough. Yeah, I don't think that this is enough for Zoun to really engage.
Yeah, like he can't overwhelm the amount of disruptors. Like there are just too many here for him to really blink forward aggressively and engage with the army.
And there's enough of a buffer here with Creator's stalkers. Does pull back the rest of the Zealots though. And that is absolutely huge. The disruptors able to pop off their purification novas. Creator has to back away, and at the end, he's down to one base versus Zoun's 3. Did depower a lot of tech structures, but I feel like that's the least of Creator's concerns right now.
This is disastrous for Creator. Like, I was favoring him in the main base. Like, he was in the heart of the production of Zoun. Like, he had all of the disruptors, but he got surrounded. And now, as you said, Creator, he didn't finish the job. Like, there's still a natural in the third base.
But more disruptors do pop off here. Oh, a second later, and that would have been disastrous for Zoun. Somehow, this game, it has just been a roller coaster.
There's just enough reinforcements here for Creator. He still has one disruptor left. It looks like it's just enough to hold the line.
He needs to keep that alive for as long as he can, trying to take out that Archon. Doing a decent job of it. And now Creator does have the slight advantage when it comes to this front line, but Zoun has the defender's advantage, he has the production advantage, the income advantage.
Yeah, and everything gets cleaned up. Zoun is able to defend, and again, it's so much more important for Zoun to defend because he has 3 Nexuses.
GG is called. Zoun showing off why he's a PvP specialist in game number 1. I could not tell who was going to win that game for the longest time. My predictions change after every single second.
Exactly, like Creator, he was in such a good position in the main base of Zoun, but because he didn't finish off those nexuses, like he was forced to end the game then and there. Like he had to do it. He couldn't allow Zoun to continue on, and it was so smart of Zoun to pull back home with those zealots. Like that surround on the army in the main base was huge.
Yeah, if he recalled everything, he would have been in a terrible position. But because he only recalled the stalkers and utilized the zealots to flank, that was the crushing blow. That was absolutely what he needed to take out Creator. And I feel like Creator, he was banking on winning the team fights, right? That's why he, or not team fights, sorry, I've been playing too much Heroes lately. He was banking on winning those army engagements. That's why he was getting so many disruptors out. But Zoun, he said, you know what? I'm not going to give you that fight that you want until I'm able to cripple you.
Yeah, definitely. GG, well played again. Zoun showing off why he's so good at this matchup. His decision making is just impeccable. It's amazing to see it like happen like live here. His decision making, like making sure he's able to recall, but not everything right, so he can go for that surround, so he can kind of find a way to deal with those disruptors, that disadvantage that he had. What a game.
What a game number one that we had, and we have potentially 4 more to go here, depending on how the series turns out. As we continue on to Lightshade LE, we're here in the bottom right-hand corner map, swatting all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. The red Protoss player coming down from South Korea. He is going to be representing Alpha X. We have Zoun.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Team NV. He's currently down 0-1 in this best of 3. Can he bring it back in this PvP? It is Creator.
And you know what? Shout out to Team NV while we're still in the early game over here. I feel like they're really poised to become potentially the next Alpha X, or at least the Alpha X of the Korea scene. They had a lot of plans ready that they've laid out earlier on. Many of them including a lot of tournaments that they want to organize for anyone to sign up for. Well, yeah. I'm not sure what the criteria to sign up for is. The eligibility, that's the word I was thinking of, actually is, but yeah, they're really looking to be more than just a team that has players, shall we say.
Yeah, everyone
sorry.
Check out Team NV on Instagram. That is where their social media is. They don't have a Facebook or a Twitter. So yeah, they did create a post, kind of like a plan of like what they want to achieve in the year of 2021. And yeah, like they have a lot of plans, you know, not just for their team, but also like opening up offices and running events. They've really taken it upon themselves to really try and uplift the Korean scene as best they can.
I completely forgot about the whole office thing. So it's not going to be like the traditional team house that we're kind of used to. Instead, it's going to be, you know, the players aren't going to live there and what have you. But yeah, instead it's going to be, I believe, for
content.
Yeah, it's for content. I believe they straight up the main thing that they said the plan was, the plan for these team houses was for streaming. They wanted to. Or not Team House, sorry. Team Office was for streaming. They wanted to, you know, really get a really good setup with mics and what have you, so the players are able to stream and sort of grow the fan base and whatnot.
Yeah,
and you know, also if they want to just prepare something in the presence of somebody else, they can also do that there.
Honestly, it's really smart. It's something that I'm gonna say this now because it was something that I suggested to Crank a long time ago. But you have like such a wide player base at your disposal in Korea. Like everyone is local. Like there's so much potential to create content, to invite people over, to have like maybe even like a bit of a sit down, like a bit of like, you know, a talk about like things going on, just anything really, just spending time with all these players because they're all close to each other. And that office is gonna allow that to happen. Like they were talking about how like they're looking to invite guests over and stuff like that.
TY and Ragnarok are just gonna have so much flock material.
Right? Exactly. Like, there's just so much potential there because everyone is so local. So, yeah, we'll see what they're able to achieve. Again, it is a little bit ambitious, and these are the plans. We'll see how well they're going to be able to execute it. So, yeah, Team NV is looking really good in 2021.
Yeah, hopefully just set up a Patreon. But speaking of looking good, Zoun is looking really poised here to just straight up take the game. He probably won't force a GG outright, but at the very least be at a massive advantage going into the mid game. He definitely could.
Yeah,
this is a complete reversal of game number 1. Holy.
As we did have a Stargate opener coming out from Creator, so it did mean his ground army suffered because of it. Oh, we do have a recall.
Yeah, and in the end, I want to say only 5 probes got taken out here, but in a mirror matchup, that is massive, and especially this early on. Creator is going to hold that deficit for quite some time.
Yeah, definitely. To be fair, Creator did deal some damage across the map. Like, he was able to utilize that stasis ward to try and deny some mining, so it wasn't the worst thing, and he is only down by 4 workers. A lot of it kind of depends on, like, will he be able to utilize this Oracle to deal even more damage? Oh my god.
Almost wasn't able to.
Jesus.
I mean, the Oracle doesn't have much energy on it as well. Zoun is going completely all out this game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Zoun is just applying that pressure and he's not letting go. We do have a proxy gateway across the map to reinforce more stalkers. Like, he's making nothing but stalkers. Blink is about to finish up as well.
And sometimes that's all you need. They say that the difference between a good Protoss player and a great one is how well they can utilize Blink.
Oh god.
Well, I might be the only one who says that, to be fair, but
I mean, for the longest time,
I don't think people would disagree with me.
Yeah, for the longest time, like, PvP was determined by your Blink Stalker micro. You know, it used to be Stalkers versus Stalkers. Quite a long time ago. Of course, Disruptors had kind of changed that, and the fact that proxies became a little more prevalent. But now here we are, Zoun, he's on 2 bases. Blink is finally done. He's going across the map.
And that is just about all he needs. Creator will have some defender's advantage, but again, he's playing from behind. He does not quite have as much as he would like in terms of, say, maybe shield batteries or even sentries for force field. Oh no! Oh. He even tried to take a 3rd base. He was not. He had no idea that Zoun was gonna be this all in.
Exactly, and now all these stalkers are here. We'll see if Zoun is gonna be able to break his opponent because overcharge is being used and there is an immortal.
And that's just about enough to chase Zoun away and secure his own 3rd base.
Oh my god.
Really impressive blink, actually. Wow, nothing got stasis.
Yeah, he triggered it and was able to blink out before anything got frozen. That's really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, stasis wards are kind of like Widowmines-ish, so yeah, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that that's possible.
Yeah. Meanwhile, oh my god, we do find an avenue here for Zoun to blink into the main base. Depowers so much production as well.
That is basically half of Creator's gateways right now.
Pretty much. That was actually all his gateways.
That was actually all his gateways. Wow,
Oh boy. I'm sure if Zoun realized that, like, he would continue to apply. I mean, regardless, like, he's going to be potentially able to deny this 3rd base.
Yeah, he just continues to rotate around. Creator kind of giving up his position a little with the probes. And I can totally imagine the... okay, maybe not now that the Nexus is in the yellow, but yeah, a little bit earlier on, it was totally possible for Zoun to just pop that Nexus off and then blink away. Yeah,
definitely. Meanwhile, like, Creator did deal some damage across the map, but he lost his Oracle in the process, so I'm not too sure if that was necessarily worth it, especially because now Zoun can focus all his warp-ins across the map. Now he doesn't have to worry about his defense at home.
Well, he's starting to equalize a little bit on the economy. He's still behind by a little bit. Of course, his 3rd base was definitely late. But now we can see what the power of 3 bases can really do for you in terms of worker production.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're here, Zoun has all these Winged Stalkers, he has a couple of sentries sprinkled in, he dives on top of the Immortal!
Immediately takes it out. I feel like that was Creator's saving grace. There is another Immortal here, but it is nowhere near as useful as it if there were 2 of them. GG is called Zoun. already up a match point. The PvP specialist right now. Really, he's really kicking himself because if he advances to finals, no Protoss player.
Yeah, that is a bit of a shame, as over in the upper semis is Solar versus Dream, a bit of a ZVT, so there's no Protoss waiting for him there, regardless of the result. And also, my bad, I completely forgot that this was a best of 5. Like, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So as a reminder to everyone, even though it says best of 3 on the screen, it is a best of 5, so Creator still has a chance to bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of this world that we've seen reverse sweeps happen, right? But to reverse sweep against Zoun, who knows the ins and outs of Protoss, he is the general of Protoss. He wrote the book.
He did. He did.
Book. I mean,
he wrote a book, not quite Sun Tzu, but Zhao Yun.
He didn't publish it, yeah. But he wrote it.
Oh boy. And Zoun, he's looking to clean sweep this out with a 3-0, but can Creator stop him? Again, Creator is a good player. He hasn't like rolled over in these series. He has fought back. Again, game 1 was so close between these two players.
But game number 2, not quite. Let's see if game number 3 is going to be the same story or a different one as we go into Submarine LE, the shortest rush distance map in the current map pool, where in the bottom right corner map, starting all the way in the bottom right corner, the red Protoss player coming down from South Korea, representing Alpha X, the general, the strategist, the PvP master. He is Zoun. Zoun.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Submarine LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, currently representing Team NV, and down 0-2 in this best of 5 semifinals. Needs one more win to bring this back, and he just needs to keep doing it. He just needs to. He needs everyone give him your energy if you want to make this a full best of 5 series, full game 5. It is Creator.
And you know what, Led? I think I've just about identified the problem in those first 2 games for Creator. It's the year of the Ox.
It is.
Creator's an Ox.
And this is really showing us, you know, that superstition, if you will, about how things go for people born this year.
Yeah, get Wonder from, I don't remember what clan they were on. It's been a while since we did NA contender. Yeah, Wonder on the phone, or no wait, I was trying to tie this back to see Wonder.
Wonder was on All Inspiration, I believe. I could be
there we go.
I can't remember.
Get Wonder on the phone because this is starting to get pretty superstitious.
There we go. Why isn't there a player called Superstitious?
You know, I believe there's a supernatural.
Yeah, or like a supernatural, like Omen, right? Like some kind of.
Oh, well, I think they can't do Omen because HP has the copyright for that.
Yeah.
BM pylon there from Zoun.
Yeah, we got a couple pylons being thrown down on both sides, being a little bit annoying. These players should end up, canceling in the end. Oh.
Yeah, but honestly, he's got the momentum behind him, as Zoun does. He can afford to just do whatever he wants here.
Oh, and we do see Creator is the first to expand once again. Like, this has kind of been the tale of this series. Creator is usually the one.
In a PvP?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's, okay.
He has clearly not been talking to Wonder, or anyone from NA for that matter.
He needs to be clued in. You know, where are the cannon rushes? Where are the forge firsts? Someone get Starduck on the phone. Speaking of which, that's another player who was missing today. Usually Starduck, he's here every week, you know, playing in these ESL Open Cup Asias.
Yeah, but New Year's Eve was crazy, so.
Yeah, still hungover.
Yeah, how do you do there down in the land down under?
What are you asking me right now?
I'm saying, how do you do New Year's Eve down there?
Um,
Do you hop into kangaroos or?
oh my god, it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I think I slept through it.
That's exactly what I did. I went to bed at 10 p.m.
Oh,
no, wait,
God.
that's not true. I'm thinking of Christmas Eve. I went to bed at 10 p.m.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
New Year's
here,
Eve, I spent it looking at my timeline.
yeah, like here, like both Christmas and New Year's are like kind of. I've mentioned this before because I think you asked me about Christmas. It's kind of like a barbecue thing because it's summer here, like it's pretty hot.
Right.
Around the time of January and December, so you know people are usually like outside enjoying the fresh air or trying to they're usually like cookouts because of that.
Well, not just here, I imagine.
Yeah, just local like small ones at home. But yeah, so focusing on like getting prawns and sausage
Put them on the
sizzles.
bobby.
Yeah, boy.
Well, speaking of fresh air, that is exactly what Zoun is looking to do with his Warp Prism right now, as he is, just looking to end this game before it can really start. Creator, he is working on his upgrades, but they're a ways off.
Exactly.
At the very least, he has a shield battery and overcharge available to him.
He does have that available to him, so he needs to make sure he doesn't waste it, right? Time his overcharge as best he can, because that's really what he's going to be relying on to hold here.
So I was looking to multi-prong. Light.
Yeah.
Or is he?
I mean, so far it feels like Zoun, he realizes that he can't really do too much here, so he's just trying to harass as best he can, and yeah, he turns around, goes back home.
Oh, that was looking worry. I got worried for a sec there.
Yeah, the defenses are just too strong for Creator. He's got plenty of units, he's got his shield batteries in position, and it looks like the game will go long enough for those upgrades to finally kick in.
And that can definitely make all the difference. I mean, we've seen in game number 1, Creator didn't win that, but what really gave him the advantage for the longest time was his upgrades.
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's something that, like, he really, like, had the lead in that game as well. Like, his army was looking so good. Unfortunately, he wasn't really able to utilize that in the end. He was outpositioned by Zoun, and that's really where, like, some of his strengths are, I feel.
As I nod along in agreement, our Creator looking to make use of those upgrades. He does not want to move those stalkers right on top of Zoun's immortals, I can tell you that, but he can just park them around the middle of the map, just try to pick off whatever he can if Zoun decides to get a little bit ambitious.
Yeah. I mean, Zoun, he sees this though. Like, he has detection out on the map. Like, he sees the positioning. So hopefully he does take care of his Warp Prism and doesn't leave it exposed.
Like so. As it is still alive and actually chipping away quite a bit at the at that soccer force. That should boost it down to quite a lot. Zoun just still getting workers somehow.
Yeah, somehow, even just 2 adepts, even though there were plenty of stalkers here in the natural, 3 probes did go down. So Zoun is doing a really good job at just chipping away at that worker count. He does have a bit of a worker lead, but a couple of his units are getting caught out.
Oh, yeah, manages to sandwich right on top of a couple of those stalkers, but that is why you send a couple forward in front of the rest of your army. Because Zoun, he's reacted exactly how you really should in that scenario. Backs away. Yeah, utilizing the defender's advantage.
What's also important is that he doesn't have +1 on the way. Like, he's not just behind in upgrades, he's not getting upgrades whatsoever. Instead, he's focusing all his gas on the immortal count.
Which is not a bad idea whatsoever. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen this, but we are getting into a bit of a more old school Stalker Immortal fight that's going on. Creator only having 1 immortal. He's using very good use of his force fields. Does have battery overcharge here. Creator forced back, but not taking too many losses.
Yeah, and surprisingly, even though Creator only has 1 immortal, he has been able to keep it alive. The concave has been good, but it looks like the immortal goes down.
Yeah, spoke a little too soon over there.
Oof.
But small price to drag the rest of the army right into the concave. Creator dives right on top of this, and he picks off most of the immortals here.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the immortal was picked up by a Warp Prism, and the Warp Prism was sniped out of the sky, so Creator just starting to snowball here.
Wow, look at that +1 and how it's tearing through the army. And Creator continuing to reinforce this. Does have the Warp Prism here. And he's just
Exactly.
continuing to warp in after warp in after warp in. Not taking out any of the bases though, which can be worrisome if Zoun is able to keep enough of Stalkers alive to get more army out.
Yeah, but you know what? The shield batteries are out of energy. No more immortals. He is down in upgrades. The Blink Stalkers are just too good here for Creator, and he's just gonna snowball from here.
And it looks like this is gonna be it. GG is called. Creator gonna be fighting back. He wants those finals. Or to make it those finals, rather.
Exactly, mate. He does not roll over in a 0-3 in a sweep. No, he does fight back. He is making Zoun work for it. Well done.
Well done indeed. GG is called. And now, I'm going to go into game number 4. I mean, I said earlier on, like, we had potentially 5 games in a best of 5.
Yeah, like that's the dream. I mean,
dream is in the other best of 5.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Or potentially they will be facing a dream in the finals. That is what they are juking it out for here in the lower semis. Ooh. Creator finally able to utilize that upgrade advantage. It didn't even matter that he was down in terms of those immortals. It was so important, that snipe, mate. It was so unfortunate. Like, Zoun, he was trying his best to like micro his immortals with his War Prism, and he just picked up an immortal at the wrong time as soon as the War Prism got sniped, and that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those scenarios where you have to wonder, would he have been better off if he just moved?
It's possible. It's possible. He was trying to be a little bit too fancy there.
Yeah. So it always comes down to, I mean, Zoun, he is a PvP specialist. He wants to show what that really entails. And guess what? It entails being good at micro.
That it does, and we'll see if he can keep up that micro. We'll see if Creator can maintain this momentum, right? He was able to finally take a game in this series. Can he keep going? Can he take it all the way to that ace match?
That we are going to be looking out for. I really have a follow-up to that.
That is what we are going to be looking out for as we are going to be loading in to Death Aura.
As we spawn here on Death Aura. LE, we're here in the top or left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top left-hand corner. The red Protoss player, he is that PvP specialist, and it looked like he was going to sweep his way into the finals, but he is getting met with a little bit of resistance here. I bet he did not write that down when he penned this book. He is representing Alpha X, Zoun.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Team NV, fighting back on the Submarine, finally putting a point on the board. Can he go all the way? Currently getting cannon rushed. It is Creator. Mate.
Is that enough?
Mates.
How dare Creator take a single map out of Zoun?
Oh my god. Creator, he only has a single probe down here on the low ground. I love this response. Exclamation mark for not a Paco Mike, because he doesn't do this. We have a forge on the way for Creator to throw down his own cannons.
And that's definitely going to make all the difference here. Zealot is not really going to do too much. Creator trying to block off this probe as much as he can.
Ooh.
It is all about making sure they don't get onto the high ground.
Exactly. Creator's so fast with that pylon there, blocking off those probes, not allowing them to get on that high ground to really throw down and really start snowballing with those cannons. There are 2 on the way and they will finish up, but how much damage can they really do? Because we have a couple of defense. Oh no, it's in range!
It's in range!
Ah.
Oh, Creator. Just a pixel off.
Just a little bit misplaced, but it did get thrown down. It looks like the forge could go down, but it's going to be on Zoun to somehow like slip on through with these probes and start throwing down some more cannons.
Yeah, I feel like it is just enough time here though for Zoun. There we have it. That cannon, if it was placed there the first time, Would have been just long enough to get out and prevent that probe, but yeah, it was not the case whatsoever. Zoun able to get that permanent high ground vision. There are 2 cannons though here, and that's more than 1, I can tell you that.
That is 2, 3 even is more than 1. So it looks like Creator will be able to defend against the cannon rush quite nicely. And we will see what Zoun does from here. Is he going to stay on one base, or is he going to look to expand? Should be expanding.
I kind of feel like Zoun has done enough damage here to still be ahead. He took out that gateway, and he does have the advantage over there. Where is that probe going off to?
I love this.
Trying to get a proxy of his own.
Yeah. So the thing is that when it comes to this situation, you can get back into this, and it looks like this is what Zoun. Okay, never mind. He's scouting around. You can like expand and take one of these ninja bases and take the rich Vespine gas. Regardless, it doesn't look like that's the case. Both players are still staying on one base, and Creator is looking to proxy.
And Zoun turned around just at the wrong timing over there.
He's looking.
Oh boy. He's looking, but he hasn't found it.
He has.
Creator trying to fake this out a little.
Yeah. He's expanding. You know, taking this natural base. It is still in range of this cannon, so it's being slowly chipped away at. We're currently waiting to see what the tech is going to be here for Creator, and there it is.
Stargate to fight a Stargate. You love to see it.
Oh boy.
And I do have to wonder what Zoun's answer to this is going to be. Like, is it going to be a Phoenix? Is he going to try to go into those Phoenix Wars? Is it going to be... You don't see it too often in PvP, but could be just a Void Ray first. There we go, to Void Ray first!
Interesting. So we do have a Void Ray, and that's going to definitely help with the defense. You know, he does have some anti-air and anti-ground attack here. Meanwhile, I imagine Creator is going to go straight into Oracle, so we'll see if he can get some damage done before the Oracle goes down to the Void Ray.
Yeah, it's really gonna take a lot of maneuvering from Creator, a lot of micro as well. And Adept is able to seek its way in here for Zoun, and will be taking out a couple of probes. Meanwhile, the Stalker finally out here.
Oh, that Nexus got so low.
Is it too late? No, it is not. It's gonna be my answer. He was on thin ice there for a sec. Zoun scouts this.
Oh, he scouts it. He knows. Is it too late? It was not an Oracle. Interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
He's gonna fight a Void Ray light.
So they are gonna negate each other. Oh my god, who shot
I feel
first?
like Zoun has the slight advantage here. Or the massive advantage thanks to that flank.
Yeah, and now this is just gonna be shut down. The Oracle's not gonna come out. Like, it will be depowered. There are a couple of Stalkers that do come in to reinforce, but it's not enough.
Yeah, not quite. Not enough to fight this either, but meanwhile Creator, he really wants that that Oracle to come out unless it's Zoun's pylon.
That is Creator. Oh, Creator's sneaking back in.
Ooh!
Oh.
Actually kept the probe on that side of the map for a while.
Yeah, interesting. We'll see if it pays off. We'll see if he can defend at home. I mean, with these shield batteries and with overcharge, like, Creator should be completely fine against this. Oh.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. This is really going to test the micro of both of our Protoss players. Who's able to kite better, who's able to utilize their advantages better.
Yeah, that's going to be the question. Meanwhile, I love this sound. He's just bypassing the shield batteries completely, sneaking in and, you know, denying all this gas.
It's funny how air units work, isn't it?
Yeah. Speaking of air units.
Oracle comes in, looking to equalize the probe kills that Zoun has been able to get. There are a decent number of defensive cannons over here, and a quick little cheeky warp in.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's going to chase this Oracle away, but it is only that Stalker.
Exactly, like the cannons, they're here defensively, but they're covering the main ramp. They are not covering the mineral line, so 6 workers do go down.
And that Oracle is still alive. It can try to get more damage later on, or it could just be used for stasis wards and whatnot.
Yeah.
Creator trying to expand, but getting completely
Oh my god,
denied.
the Nexus! Okay.
Full circle, or at least it was for a sec.
Oh my god, forces the overcharge to be used. Like, Creator was also, he panicked for a little bit. He was like, oh my god, I have to keep my Nexus alive.
And keep it alive, he has. Can't really say the same for Zoun's probes.
Yeah, another couple did go down. Oh, but the Phoenix does chase finally down the Oracle.
And it's really going to be the end of Creator's Harass. And even if he wasn't going to get shut down by the Void Race, I don't think he was really looking to invest there anymore. He is starting his transition for Gateway units. Blink is on the way.
Yeah, exactly. We do have the third on the way as well. Creator, he was looking to expand earlier from the left-hand side. Now he's forced to expand over to the north. Regardless, he's still crazy for expanding and taking a third base in this PvP. He feels safe enough to do so. To be fair, I feel like he also needs to, because just in case that Nexus, that natural goes down, like he needs to rally them over. Like he still needs a base.
He does, and yeah, that is gonna be his most important structure for quite some time.
I'm not gonna lie, even though I want Creator to win this to go to the ace match, I want Zoun to snipe this natural. Like it's so low, like it's such a juicy target.
Ah, but it has shields though.
Yeah, oh, it does.
It has more than half health. So I believe Nexuses are for 1,000 health and shields.
Oh, that they are. As we do see Zoun, he's starting to consolidate his forces. He's still on 2 bases. He's not looking to expand. He's just throwing down more gateways.
Yeah, really trying to get some kind of damage done here. To, well, I want to say equalize, but if Zoun is, again, able to snipe that Nexus, he won't just be equal. He will be pulling hit for quite a bit. And Saudi's got a massive army.
Oh, and you know what? Shield batteries are not ready. There is only one, and it's not even done yet for Creator.
And meanwhile, we have some Guardian shields going off. We have some Prismatic alignment going off on top of these Stalkers. One shield battery does get its overcharge popped a little bit prematurely.
Yeah, the problem is that it's all the way in the bag, so it's not helping out too much. The third base is under threat, and Zoun needs to at least kill this. Meanwhile, there is a counterattack.
Or at least as much of a counterattack as Creator can really muster with his Oracle. 4 probes go down, but that's not really going to compare to this Nexus.
Not at all, but we do see, oh my god, he blinks forward.
Yeah, once again, just trying to get that Warp Prism, trying to prevent the micro from going off. But Creator, he's losing so much. He pulled the boys and he lost them. Oh. It looks like Zoun is making it to the finals once again ever since the 5th ESL Open Cup Asia. GG. The specialist.
GG, well played. The PvP specialist Zoun does take the entire series 3-1. And as you said, once again, for the second time in his career, goes to the finals of ESL Open Cup Asia.